Hey riders, it's Alano Rider here. In this video, we'll cover day 3 of my trip to St. Louis, so stay tuned and check that out. Okay guys, on day 3, what I did was left Osage Beach, went off up into Jefferson City, and then followed the Missouri River all the way into St. Louis. And it was a really great ride. Really enjoyed it. Stopped at one Harley dealership. Jefferson City doesn't have one. Stopped at one in St. Louis. I'll talk about here at closing. So anyways, let's check out this route. Okay guys, so I got up that morning at Osage Beach and took off eastbound on US 54, headed towards Jefferson City. It was pretty much the same ride as coming into the Lake of the Ozarks, major highway. Traffic was fairly light, not too many twist turns, kind of just a straight shot into Jefferson City. I did text my buddy this morning, Sam, again, the whole reason for the trip. And he was still sick, so and was planning on going to the doctor. So, and actually found out later that he had pneumonia. So I texted my better half and told her to find me a room in St. Louis, and she found me something. So that's where we stay. So that's where I was headed. But like I said, much the same on the drive-ins. It's still very beautiful, very green. Here I am pulling into Jefferson City, the capital of Missouri. I didn't see it on my video, but I feel like I saw the dome of the Capitol building, but I could have been wrong here. But you're gonna stay on 54 East, and you're gonna get right outside of Jefferson City here, especially after we cross the Missouri River, which is right here. We cross the Missouri River Bridge. And then you'll start seeing signs for 94 eastbound. So that's gonna come up here in just a little bit. River was cool. You know, we have a river up here, big river. And I say big river, it does get dry. So seeing big full rivers like that was pretty neat. So this is 94 eastbound. I'm taking the exit now. So as I'm going down 94, I just noticed left of me, here's the river. As I noticed in left of me, and you'll see it here in just a little bit, I noticed like this long trail, and I would pass these, they look like old railroad bridges ever so often. And that ended up, I'll have some stills here in a minute. That's Katy Trail State Park. It was really pretty cool. I ended up passing one spinning around. It was about break time. And so I pulled around here at a little bit of a dirt road, and then pulled around and got off the bike, give me a butt break, and have a cigar. Ended up running into this really nice guy. He was riding his bike. We sat and talked on the bridge for a while. And he asked where I was headed and whatnot, and I told him 94 East. And he asked if I had ever gone that way, and I said no. And he said, well, you're in for a really big treat. That is a very nice ride, and I think you'll love it. And I actually did. So when I left there, I continued down on 94 East. And guys, this is a long video because, just to be honest with you, I cut it as short as I cut my clips and as short as I could, just because there was so much to look at, and the twists and the turns were just great. I really enjoyed this ride. A few small towns along the ride. It was just a really, really, really great ride. So we have a little bit of this part of 94 East before I take my next break. And instead of y'all hearing my annoying voice the whole time, I'm going to break off into some music and let you hear that. And then I'll do some more narrating. So hope you enjoy the ride, and I hope you enjoy the music.
The tires hum a steady beat tonight. The open road, my only guiding light. Wind whips past with the rebel's grin. This journey's where my soul begins. Keep rolling fast, don't hit the brakes. The highway bends, the freedom waits. A million miles, a story untold. Life is a ride down the open road. Dusty signs, they blur and fade away. The skyline shifts from gray to gold each day. Rear views fall, but I don't look back. I'm chasing dreams along this track. Keep rolling fast, don't hit the brakes. The highway bends, the freedom wakes. A million miles, a story untold. Life is
Man, that was some great riding. So that ride I had made just a few clips before was still 94 East. And there's actually more great riding to come. So after that turn, the twists and turns die down for a little bit. Still very beautiful. Still a few sweeping S's, a few tighter turns, but definitely calmed down quite a bit. You'll see some stills here up in a minute. I did stop at Cori's twin Gables in Martinsville, Missouri. Had a burger there and something to drink and a little bit of a smoke underneath that patio. Had a good time, couple other bikers there. When I did leave Marthaville, right next to the grill was, I guess it's Missouri D or maybe County Road D. I did jump off of 94 and take that D road, which was really nice. A lot of nice turns. I didn't get a lot of video of it, but it kind of dumps you back into this small town here. And then I make a left back onto 94 East. Check the road, safety first. But anyways, this was just to be honest, just continued with some more great twisties after I got out of town. Nothing super crazy. I'm sure like the Tail of the Dragon or maybe the $1 Million Highway. I have not been on those yet. Can't wait. They're on the bucket list. But this 94 East was just a great long ride. Plenty of trees. Just gorgeous and a lot of fun to ride. So here shortly, I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of music. I got probably one more song worth of clips here, and then we'll be pulling into St. Louis. So go ahead and enjoy some music. Right, so 94 East kind of comes to an end there, and I pull into, I turn onto I-64 East. Here I am crossing the Missouri River again. So like I said, the plan was to go to my buddy Sam's. I went and stopped at Doc's Harley-Davidson, St. Louis. It was really nice. They were actually closing. They are no longer a dealership, and I was going to hit another dealership down the road, but they had actually bought them out. So yeah, I didn't get they were closed, and it was the last day at Doc's. So went and lucky enough got some t-shirts and pins and poker chips before you can't get those anymore. When I left Doc's, I went down Route 66 into downtown. A lot of stop and go traffic. A lot of the old, as you got away from the suburbs, it got a little rougher for sure. In fact, this is a beautiful old church, but there'll be one coming up here in a little bit on the right that's burnt out. Don't know what happened there, but yeah, got a little rough, but it's probably, there's that burnt out church, and you're getting close to downtown. You can kind of see the Golden Gate, or not the Golden Gate, the arch there in front of me. But getting into downtown, roads were a little pretty rough. Had to watch for potholes and whatnot. Missouri roads altogether weren't great, but at any rate, yep. So here I am downtown. You see the arch in front of me. Actually, the room I got was right by the arch. It was literally across the street. So that night I went out and looked at the arch. So let's wrap this video up. All right, riders, that completes day 3. Went to the room, went to the arch, walked around, found actually a pretty nice cigar bar. Had a couple of drinks, couple cigars, and BS'd with the bartender there. Went back to the room, had dinner, went to bed. Sunday, walked around downtown St. Louis. You know, it's not quite a happening place. If you've seen some of my shorts, I explained that a little bit. It's St. Louis, downtown St. Louis is kind of in decline, and that's a sad thing. Hopefully it'll come around. But I did go to the American Blues Museum. That was really cool. I enjoyed that. I did text with Sam, and he was feeling a little better, so I did get to have a few hours visit with Sam. So wasn't a complete wasted trip as far as getting to see my old boot camp buddy. So yeah, great ride. Loved every minute of it. Let's rate this.
Brother.
All right, 5. Man, it's really even hard to say. I might have liked that ride better than the Grand Ole Lake of the Cherokee, but it was really nice. Beautiful ride. I would recommend, if you're ever in Missouri, around that area, definitely check out 94 East from Jefferson City to St. Louis. Very nice. Great ride. I'm going to keep this wrap up short, guys, because this video is longer than I had anticipated it to be, but I really had a hard time cutting clips. So next video will be day 4. Start the ride home. Be St. Louis to Carthage, Missouri. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. As always, guys, if you like my content, please give me a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe so you'll know when I put up new material. I am on Facebook at the Llano Rider if you're interested in that. I won't take any more of your time, and I'll see you on the next video, guys. Ride safe. Whoa, forgot. So my Doc Harley-Davidson t-shirt, front, back. It's pretty simple. Unfortunately, Doc's isn't around anymore. So at least I got the t-shirt and a few other things, but thought I'd show you all that. So again, thanks guys. Take it easy.